NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Texans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
You're set. 19.
I smell fear.
24.
I smell fear in that offense. Check.
Quick dash. Go. Let's go.
Watson now going to run the option right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
59.
Check.
6 guy. Alert.
Switch.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
You're set. 19.
Check. Watch 54. Okay, double up. Ringo.
Mike 5-4.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
No. Off. 24. 36.
That's it.
From the 22, Watson. It's caught by Coleman. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Switch it. Check them.
Let's go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 14-yard line.
check 50.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing is Murray on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school, he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Here's Watson, option left. And now he'll tuck it and run. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, D. Anxious.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Show it up. Show it up. Hey, 59.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Let's go. Set the flag. Stay with your man.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Switch. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check the backer. Shit.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Exit.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You can't block me. At 31, 54. You can't block me. Heavy.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Down him, go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Here we go. Set. I got you, son. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Alert flare.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
All day, baby. All day.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Check on. Switch.
Watch the eyes.
Hey.
Alert 3.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Come on, set. Let's go. Army.
Check 26. Wing.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 3.
Check. Crunch.
On 2nd and 12, Murray complete. The tight end, Kelsey. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Kill.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
And the Cardinals first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Check. Fresno. Tight dog. Kill.
Here's Grant. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
I'm coming after you. Undercrush.
This is Grant. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Yeah. Check. Lucky.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And an alley to run. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a first down throw. Watson steps away to his left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mike 5-4.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Take four.
From the red zone now, Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Hey, watch that.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
54. I don't think you got it, son. Shift. I can run.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Come on. You better bring it.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Deuce, 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 deuce. Shift, shift. Drop. Check, check, check. 36, 39.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready up. Mike 29. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crack. Spons. Now, ready to go.
Kill, kill, kill.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Under 10.
Check.
Go.
A final shot before half from Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Check it out, Reed.
On second and 11 now. Murray looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Check 13. Check 13.
He get up.
Check 31. Check 31.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
On third down, Murray. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 78 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little.
54! Check Mike, 54. Mike, 55! Switch up, switch up. Kill. At 55! 44, check 44. At 54! Rush in.
From the 27, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on third down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He got 29 yards that time. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
54's Mike. 54. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Thomas has got it, complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
At 24. Mike 42. You ain't going nowhere.
To the air yet again, Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
First and goal.
He don't want it. Showing it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They will run again with Coleman. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Watch twist. Check the backer. Shit.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now this time Murray to throw it. He's got his man. It's Butler. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That ball complete to Isabella. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd and 12, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Check three. Switch. Watch the eye.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I'm going to run you over. Go. Mike 29. We ain't giving up nothing. Go. Alert 3.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Open man is Kirk, complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Check three. No check. Check. Crunch. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Jim. Switch. Yeah.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. 49, check 49, check 49.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17.
Check 25, check 25. Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hayward, Hayward. Hatchet, Hatchet.
They're going for it. It's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Check, 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 check. Check.
To throw is Watson. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Well, they'll try the jet sweep here, and he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Handoff, Coleman, right side, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 43. Come on. SOS. Deuce. Shift. Check 52. Check.
On play action, it's Murray. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Timmy Jernigan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
36. Hey, switch gears.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Murray going to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Kill.
Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And now it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind him.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
We're set. 19. Check 42's the mic. Tighten up. Pull it together. Check 13. Check 13.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30. The 20, 10, and it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Ball trot.
Check 24. Check 24. Rush in. Rush in. Showing it.
And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
What we got? What we got? Right there.
Alert, alert.
54 Mike.
Hey, come on, now. Hey, 1 set.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. This is Coleman with the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 yards there and a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
24. Hey, 31.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Throwing now. Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
All day, dog.
Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? 3rd and goal, option right. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 11-yard line.
Come on, set. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. Twist, one. Twist. Kill. Check it back.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big league, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew,
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't leave me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. display.
But it's around here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
I don't need them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Gon' jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead trying. This ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. At first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your store and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me cause her claim she can't count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years so you can say goodbye. 3 turns, live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep it flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all, keep it flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, but can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I pissed so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound, I got it. Don't pound us around me, I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war, you got to love it like black. Yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah,
Slowly on top of the throne. I ain't a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but from LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.